Okay. Today we switched places. Today I forgot something, a piece of gear,
Yeah, you
and
did.
Luke didn't.
Consider like a.
You almost forgot a piece of
What
gear.
is that movie, Mamma Mia?
I don't know.
Freaky Friday when they switch bodies.
Dude, they're making another one of those.
No way.
Yeah, Freakier Friday.
Like same actors.
Okay, I can't even lie. Jamie Lee Curtis, she's had a run. She's got to go. I don't know if that's a hot topic or a hot opinion, but
Actually, come act in our short film.
that would be kind of
That'd
lit,
be
though.
crazy.
Actually, I gotta stop talking bad about people. It's gonna bite me in the butt.
One day.
Okay, I have some crazy things to talk about.
Okay.
The first one's wild.
Okay.
Did you see it on my phone?
No.
I'm tired of video, and want to switch back to photos.
Forever?
No.
Like, do you don't want to do short films?
No, I do want to do short films, but I am tired of being a videographer, and I want to go back to being a photographer is my main thing.
Really?
Yeah, like I actually am getting tired of it, and you want to know the number one reason?
Why?
File size.
That is true.
I miss the days, because when I was looking at your stuff, I was like, dang, he only made a terabyte of storage in his entire life.
Yep.
Then I looked at mine, and today I moved 17 terabytes across some drives, and I was like, and yes, I know I'm a data hoarder. I am fixing it. I have amended my ways, and
I mean, you gotta get rid of some of those.
I
raw
deleted some
files.
stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, I did.
Like the
Well,
log.
actually-
we don't need all the log photos from every single.
Actually, I did the opposite thing.
Really.
I didn't delete the raw or MP4s or log video or whatever. I deleted the final stuff.
Really.
Yes. So I decided if it's on social media and it's a one-time post kind of deal where like an announcement video or something, delete it. So those are all gone, like the entire project file, including the raw footage. And then I deleted, every single thing that I've taken on certain days. I deleted everything but the edits because I was like, dang, like.
Okay, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's unusual for me.
Like to get rid of the raw and keep the edit.
Yeah, but I only did that with certain stuff. Other stuff I deleted
The raw. The
the
edits.
video edit,
That's crazy.
and I kept the raw footage.
Yeah.
Because I was like, dang, I'll go back and use this raw footage, but I will never go back and use this edited
That's true.
video again.
Yeah. So my brother was talking to me the other day because he has some friends that are doing video stuff, and he made some comment, but like he didn't mean it as like an aggressive comment, but I like Loki took it that way about like me doing video. And I was like, fine. Like, I will actually go and produce the Philip Phillips documentary that I said I would. That
Bro,
I filmed all the footage.
You do
for.
have like 2 terabytes of stuff on your drive from him.
Have the interview, and like the reason I didn't do it is because my audio was so bad. Even Adobe Enhance couldn't salvage it. So I'm gonna have to
Yikes.
edit it to sound like a phone call because the audio is that bad.
Oh no,
So,
Luke.
No,
No one's gonna watch it now.
Because I literally what happened was there was a fan on, like one of those like metal
Bro.
ones that rotates, and I didn't know. I was new to videography. I didn't realize it was gonna affect it that bad.
Everything affects your audio. In fact, I'm worried about this fan we have above our heads right now
That'll be fine.
affecting our audio. So, fun fact, we usually record an insane quality audio file. Today, we're recording on GarageBand
Back to the good old
from
days.
a Focusrite. So, that's interesting
That's
to
how I
say
used
the
to
least.
record all audio forever.
Oh yeah, 100%. Well, you even have the nicer one. You have the 2i2. I had he has the 2i2 3rd gen. I had the solo,
Second gen,
the solo 3rd gen. So mine only had one input
yeah. That's wild.
and an instrument input, of course. But knowing me, I will never use that instrument input.
Come on. I think I've used my instruments more than my mics, not gonna lie.
But yeah, I'm starting to look at buying the R5C still, and one of the main reasons is because the photo capabilities. Because
They are
45
nice.
megapixel stills, kind of chill though. But if I were to actually get just a photo camera at the same price, I'd definitely get like the, I don't know, whatever that 105 megapixel camera that we looked at the other day. What is that
I
from?
took that today in the parking lot.
Sheesh. Wait,
Wow.
parking lot of what?
That's the restaurant that I was shooting at.
What the heck?
They literally crossed Preston Road, full on traffic.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I was like,
A
the
mama
Preston
and her
stopped.
baby?
Yeah,
That's crazy. You're going to have to send me that picture now so I can put it in the edit.
perfect.
Okay, yeah, so I have a couple other things, and let's talk about this style of photo, because I've been getting into something recently, like big time. Like it's an obsession.
Okay.
Printing my work.
That is great. I went through that
It is the
phase.
best feeling ever. But for me, as a portrait photographer, very difficult to do, because you're either printing photos of people I explained it to someone like this. So there's People you know really, really, really well, like your family and best friends, it's cool to print them and put them in your house. Then there's famous people that you take photos of, or like inspirational people or musicians that you take photos of, and it's cool to put that in your house. Then the entire rest of humanity falls into that middle section.
It's kind of weird.
Of if you put a picture of them in your house, it's weird. And so that's why I've never really printed any of my work. And so I started this kind of thing. I go out on Fridays with one of my friends and I take photos, and I just try to make them as obscure as possible, to a point where, because I have a philosophy that if something is recognizable, it can make it cringe very fast. So I think, oh, holy cow, I just drooled a little. Dude, what is happening? We're exhausted today.
It is quite literally the last second.
Yeah, it is the last second. This won't go up on time at all. But I wanted to, Luke went to College Station. I don't know, I just was living my life. So,
Come on.
I was busy though. But then I have this philosophy that I saw that. If anything is recognizable, therefore it is cringe. Because
Anything?
it looks less professional.
You should take a picture of the Dallas skyline.
No. Like, you make a short film, you make it on your school campus
That's
to
true.
be shown
Yeah,
to your
yeah,
school
yeah.
audience. Cringe.
Well, that's the thing is, like, I think you have to, like, keep in mind that your audience, like, I always try to be like, okay, what if I saw this and I didn't know where it was?
Right.
Which is why when the short film that I was writing, I was like, I want it to be like, I literally had a field, like, generic field.
Yes.
Only fields for miles. Can't recognize anything.
And that is exactly my point. So on Fridays, I've been going out. It's really hard because in Plano, there's not landscapes anywhere.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to get something that looks like it's not shot in Plano. Holy mackerel, I'm so tired. And so that's been my challenge. And, dude, I'm crushing it. I don't want to be prideful, but I am very proud of, I've made about 7 pictures so far out of the 2 weekends that I've been out that I am so proud of, that I printed them out and hung them in my office cubicle to look at every single day.
Nice.
And I think that's going to be my goal until I get tired of it, is just make work that is
Printable.
obscure and printable. And so I've been wanting to make a photo book for a super, super, super long time. Never got around to it, despite all my time in Mexico. Never got around to making a photo book. And so some of my photos from Mexico will be in there, but it's just going to be called like something along those lines of like chasing obscurity or something. And I'm going to batch all those images up together and sell it as a little zine or a little book or something. And it's less for the money and more for the experience of making a photo book and having your work printed, which is a lost art these days.
I still remember the first time I got my photo in a gallery. That was cool.
Yeah, when I got my prints back, so basically I entered a lot of competitions in high school, and I did it digitally. So like, I would send in my photos digitally. My parents are gonna hate this episode because they hate when I yawn when I'm talking. And now I'm making you
It's
yawn.
contagious.
But then they would. My sister says it's because I have a lack of oxygen in my brain.
Maybe.
I think it's true. And so I'd upload them digitally. They'd print them out for competition, and then they'd mount them on mat boards, and then you'd send it back when you won. And naturally, as a high schooler,
Yeah.
you always win because you're a high schooler. Like, the age bracket is extremely uncompetitive. I don't know if that's changed these days, but like, it was extremely easy to get first place, and I think the lowest I ever got was second place. So like, state fair, like,
Quick
go
flex.
to well, no, but I'm saying it's
Yeah.
feasible for anyone. Like,
Yeah.
go to your state fair, enter, you'll get a blue ribbon.
Catch us entering
not
the
that hard.
adult section this year.
Yeah, and getting swamped, dude. We'd probably get bodied.
Really?
Well, it kind of depends. Like, some of the wildlife guys, sweet, but then there's other people who you can just like.
Yeah.
It's easy. The big thing is knowing your audience. Like, is this something where you need to take goodness gracious creative liberty, or is it something where the most crisp photo is going to win for you?
Yeah.
So, yeah, those are my thoughts. And
I
then
feel like that's the same thing for like short film competitions though. Because
Oh,
like I've been
100%.
like researching the judges and I'm like, dude, I was like, yeah, you need to write something like that's just
Yeah.
like edgy enough.
Yes.
But like, yeah.
That's fair. Like, we went to a theater competition in high school. If we had ever made a short film for that, we know exactly what we'd write about. Like, that's the end all be all. So
100%.
okay, this is another hot take that I have. I saw a TikTok about this, so I'm quoting it. I don't know who the TikTok was by. Sony shooters only buy Sony so they don't have to buy Sony brand lenses.
Are Sony lenses bad?
No, they're just expensive.
Yeah.
And most Sony shooters don't buy Sony lenses. Like, every comment was like, yeah, I only have the kit lens.
I only have Sigma and Tamron.
Yeah, they only have Sigma and Tamron, or like one Sony lens. Or
yeah, because I will say Sony shooters were the ones that were getting so mad about that one really movie made about those like off-brand
Sigma
lenses.
and Tamron.
Canon was like, of course I'd buy L series. Like, why would I not?
Exactly. And everyone was saying like, yeah, well, it's a 0.43 billion million jillion quality difference. And I'm like, yeah, but when you blow that thing up on a wall, which is, I don't know. I just always know, like, marry your lenses, date your cameras. So why would you not buy yourself the best thing you can get?
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to be stuck with that thing.
Yeah,
like,
I want to keep my lenses forever. My body will always keep upgrading.
Oh my gosh. I lie to myself so much. I'm always like, oh yeah, the R6, I'll never have to buy another camera again. Now I'm like, the R5C, never have to buy another camera again.
There will always be.
There will always be another camera to buy. My one question that I do have is when we're going to upgrade from Ultra HD for deliverables, like as a society. I don't think we ever will. Because we posted about that, and people were saying that they deliver to clients in 720p sometimes.
What?
Or like they get posted in 720p. I saw one dude say he delivered it in 4K, they posted it in 480p.
That probably does happen. Like freaking social media do be cramming stuff down these days.
Yeah, like that's wild. I don't understand why people don't just buy a hard drive for $100. Okay, speaking of hard drives, let's talk about the pain of backing up your files, which is oh shoot. Let's see if it's still working. I know, but there you go. Okay, so the whole reason that I'm struggling so much with being a videographer right now is I'm shooting literally 1.5 terabytes a month of content. And that's insane. And if I was a photographer only, I'd be shooting that in a year if I was shooting every single day. So that's kind of the pain I'm in. And
photos also are just like so fun.
It is so fun. And it's more publishable.
Yeah, I will say though, so I just shot a wedding in 60 frames per second. So like, and that's the first time I shot in 60 really. And like, so I can go through and actually take screenshots that are like high quality from it. Which I was like, I'd never done that before, and I will say that's kind of like the best of both worlds. Because then I wasn't even hired to do photos, but a photographer delivered it, and I was like, I want to deliver like photos from my videos, and so I just like
not really supposed to do that.
I know, but I did. We're friends, not the photographer. I don't know who the photographer is.
Yeah, she's gonna be mad.
Why would you be mad about that?
I don't know. This is just kind of a no-no.
Well, my photos were really good.
Well, what if hers aren't?
I'm not gonna comment.
Okay, there you go. Be careful, guys. Wedding industry is harsh.
Hey, we were in Nashville. I'll never see her again, probably. And also the photos that I delivered were stellar awesome. They were anamorphic shots. Like, she couldn't have done that anyway.
Did you shoot the whole wedding anamorphic?
Yeah. Not the whole wedding. I did bits and pieces.
Oh, my gosh. I was like, wait, so how are you're going to crop it to what?
I'll crop in. So I'll make, well, no, I won't. I'll probably, just for like the cinematic moments of the video, I'll just put the bars on and like stretch it, you know.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, that's a difficult thing. Because like, I don't know. I've been watching a lot of movies lately on like discs, like DVD.
There's
Blu-ray.
no way. If I was a photographer, I would not be mad.
Yes, you would.
I might be, but also fine. Be better. Like you shouldn't. If a videographer can pull better photos from their videos, okay, maybe don't be a wedding photographer.
And that's a reel. That is a reel right there. Yeah. Also, I'm going camping this coming weekend. You're welcome to come.
Yeah.
You're not invited yet, but you're welcome to come.
I think I'm busy. Both.
Yeah, I figured you were busy. And I'm literally going. It's gonna be a photography trip, so I'll bring back some sick prints and
get some. I want to go take a good picture of fire so bad. There was a. Did you see the huge fire today? No? I was driving home from Dallas to Plano, and like huge fire. Like,
I was coming the opposite way, so
off of the highway, and I wish I had my drone, because I totally would have pulled over and flown my drone, but like I didn't.
Just flown it into the fire.
I would have. They had like it was like such a big fire.
No, I know.
Were
That's
on the
why
ladder
I said
and
that. Because like I was like, you would do this, and it's stupid.
It would be a good shot though. Can you imagine coming out of the fire? The fight right, because they had the huge ladder up. So imagine coming out of the fire. The firefighters right there. It'd be cinematic.
Bro, that would be sick. Okay, one more thing that I messed up today. This was diabolical. So 7 months ago, I moved home from Mexico, packed up all my little stuff, moved it into my parents' house, and I'm sleeping in their office until my wedding. And because, why would you not save money for an apartment or a house and have a sick honeymoon? So naturally, don't have a closet because I'm sleeping in an office. So a bunch of my media stuff is under what was my childhood bed. So I go up there today, open up a box looking for some hard drives so I can store more stuff.
Nice.
And I find my mega awesome Olympus Stylus Epic 35mm 2.8 camera.
Nice.
And dude, that thing is goated. I think it's like $900 on Amazon now. We got it for $25.
That's crazy.
When I was a child. Like my parents, I'm pretty sure, took pictures of me in the hospital with it.
That's crazy.
So that's lit. And then I open it up. There's a little film in there.
Exposed it?
Unused. But I couldn't figure out like if it was used or not. And then I Googled and figured out like, okay, it's for sure not used. But then I put it in the camera and I wasn't sure if it wound up properly. So I hit the reel back button.
No.
And it reeled it all the way back in.
No.
And I lost that roll of film.
It's done.
There was nothing on it, but there goes $10.
Yeah.
And so what I want to talk about is why the heck is film so expensive?
It is.
And how are you guys affording it?
It's because the like trendy photographers are running the price up 'cause everyone's getting back
Dude.
into it.
Portrait 400 for like
I don't want to imagine.
600 shots is like $1,000.
Yeah.
It's so expensive. 100 shots for me, the way that I run it, is $100 minimum.
And that's not even including like us because we're not going to expose it ourselves. So then we're going to pay for someone else.
You mean develop it?
develop
Yeah. We're not going to expose it ourselves. Well, I hope we are. Yeah, we're going to have someone else hold the camera and
Here, you
take
do
the
it.
picture.
I used to do that actually with them.
Hey, but look at you now.
Look at me now.
Now you have a magic arm.
Come on.
Steadicam. You got to talk about that. That thing
It
is
is.
sick.
It's incredible. So I bought the Red King
Fly King?
Galaxy Red King Fly. It's the Red King Fly something.
Can you stop holding my mic like that? You're
Red
freaking me
King
out.
Fly whatever. The dual Galaxy.
It's a fly cam thing, and
Yeah.
you put the thing on, and then you hold the thing, and it makes the
Also,
thing.
the knob that sticks out, you do. It does. The arm does hook to it.
Okay, sick.
Anyways, it's perfectly steady shots. I used it today in the kitchen of a restaurant, like a nice restaurant, like going around like the steam and like getting all the detailed shots and like it's just
Beautiful.
so steady. Whoever buys a gimbal over a steady, I'll never understand it now. There's no reason.
Yeah, that's actually facts. I didn't even think about that. I didn't, because like in my brain, those aren't even in the same ballpark. But
But they are low key.
like, why on earth would you get a gimbal?
Why would you get a gimbal? Like,
Especially with 5-axis image stabilization and image stabilized lenses. Dude, if you buy an RF camera and an RF lens,
dude, well, my thing is
butter.
my lenses are like EF not stabilized,
Yeah.
and they're still butter on that thing. Like,
Well, of course.
it's insane.
Yeah, it's because it weighs 40 pounds.
Yeah.
Like, Luke was like toppling over with it. It was pretty hilarious.
No, and so when I originally got it, I didn't get the vest. The vest didn't get there in time, so you were just gonna have to hold it. And I saw someone do it in a video, and I genuinely don't know how he did it. Like that
Bro
thing
had
is
to be
like
yoked.
so heavy.
Like, I tried picking it up, and it was heavy. Yeah.
But
I
it
could
puts
never
all
do
the
that.
weight like in your hips, kind of, when you tighten the vest the right way.
Which is good. That's
Yeah.
good for your back.
And so like my arms are completely loose. You do get like a little bit of an ab burn after a while because you're like kind of supporting it. But I mean, yeah, it shoots amazing shots. Like gonna shoot some.
Short film stuff on it, dude. We've been stalling so long on this thing.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if we're gonna make it.
I told you. I'm glad that you're finally.
I don't
understanding.
think I can do Saturday. So now I'm like, I would have to be like
That would be nice
Sunday
though,
afternoon.
because that means I can go to sleep after my camping trip.
Could you do Sunday afternoon?
I don't
Not
want
that
to.
the podcast cares, but
It's a really bad idea.
if we want to enter it, we have to film like Sunday or Monday.
I don't even care, bro. I don't want to do it.
I
Please,
do.
please not Sunday. Okay, let's move on. Oh, we
Okay.
already hit all my topics.
Okay,
actually.
well, I have some.
Do you?
No, but I can generate some on the spot.
Okay, yeah. But right now, the anxiety that I'm feeling with, so basically all my work is on drives. But well, I still need you to come up with topics. This is a 1 minute story. Okay. All my stuff is backed up on drives, but then my server got deleted, and so now all my stuff is only backed up in one place. The fear that is consuming my body every waking
That is
moment.
scary.
I've been losing sleep over that. Like I'm getting like brow lines or something, like wrinkles. My hair is turning gray. It's just so scary. especially because since I've been printing my work now, I've been going back, finding gems, re-editing them, and then printing them out. And dude, if I lost the raws,
No.
that'd be so sad.
I would cry.
Like actually devastating. But
yeah. No, so yeah, I've been going through, so I just recently shot a wedding, and it's crazy, like, when you shoot a wedding that's, like, you, like, kind of have a vision for, but also, like, I don't know, have you shot a wedding video?
yeah. Oh, not video. I would hate that.
Yeah, so,
I
like,
say that now, but
I'm
I'll
curious
probably
for
end
what,
up doing it.
wedding videographers out there, like, do you go in, like, storyboarding it beforehand, or do you just shoot everything you can and then put it together afterwards? Because, like, there's a couple shots that I was like, I know I want these because I kind of know a little bit of the story that I want to tell, but it's, like, also, like, I want to let the day breathe and, like, evolve on its own.
I mean, my mindset is you shoot it like an event, but like, bro, you just be him, you know? You just be good.
Well, that's the thing is you kind of have to, especially, I will say, it would not have been possible to do without 2 cameras. Like,
Right.
2 cameras was complete. 'Cause I left the anamorphic setup fully, like, rigged up on one, and then I had, like, my 24-70 on my other one, just so I could handheld if I needed to, like, grab something really quick.
Right.
And so that was super helpful. The wireless pros,
Yes.
go.
Dude, okay. This is a conversation we need to have. Rode, your customer service, beyond outstanding. Your warranty, amazing.
Come on.
I don't care what people say about the DJI, like, 3-year warranty. Rode, full replacement, I think it's like 10 years.
No way.
My mic just stopped working one day, thought my camera was broken, made a reel about it, thought that the jack in my camera was broken, which is something that I've always been mindful of my entire life. And I called Rode. I was like, hey, Rode, this is not working. They literally sent me a brand new microphone setup, the entire thing.
That's nice.
Complete with all the accessories and everything. And I was like, this is how life should be.
Yeah.
And complete with that, not only did it the old warranty, like, was still good, the warranty on the new microphone reset. So it's now a 10-year in addition to the 10 years that I had previously.
That's incredible.
That mic will never go bad unless like the battery
Yeah.
blows up, which I am scared of, because those are things that I've been thinking about recently. After having my R6 for 3 years, shooting on it every single day, and I think it's overheated. Like, I've shot through overheating a lot. I'm really worried I'm gonna have to bury this sucker in the ground because it's gonna blow up one day, and I'm really scared. And when I do, I'll get an R6 Mark II.
Come on.
Because, like,
nice.
who cares?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's kind of the... Please, are you rubbing the mic on your... Okay, on your beard? Because that will show up in the audio file. Ew! Hey, look, it's right there! That's disgusting. I'm sorry. For all you people listening on your Sennheiser 600 HDs, you just got ASMR of Luke's beard rubbing on his face. Mom, if you're watching this, I'm very sorry. This is kind of a weird episode.
But anyways, what I was saying about the wireless pros, because I was like debating, like, it's like $100 ish more than the Go-2s.
Big difference.
Huge, dude.
Massive
I've
difference.
used the Go-2s like daily, and the wireless pros, 32-bit float makes all the difference.
Even, I'm telling you right now, even if you have the Go-2s, go ahead and get yourself the wireless pros. Get both. Because I have the Go-2s and the wireless pros. Bro, literally the Go-2s, like, my favorite thing I ever bought as a starting out videographer. I was just like using them all the time. Then I got the pros.
I don't have to touch it anymore. Like, the Go-2s, like, you have to, like, edit beforehand. The wireless pros, I can literally just throw it on. It's great. I'll fix it later.
And with the always recording feature.
Yes.
And it holds 40 hours
and
of
that's
video.
what's nice, because, like, if you use the Go-2s, your camera has to be going, right? I don't know if it records.
No,
internally.
it hasn't always. Yeah, it does.
At least the ones that when we used it the one time, it messed up.
Yeah, it did.
But, like, yeah, the fact that you can go always recording on the wireless pros, because then for speeches, I didn't want to, like, have just a solid video, but I wanted the audio of it going all the time. So
you can also monitor. So, like, for the speeches, if you had, instead of plugging the transmitter into the camera, you could shotgun the camera. That way it's syncing the audio, or get time code or whatever. And then you can put the receiver on your belt, plug headphones into that, live audio feed.
That's huge.
Which is so nice, because if you're not on, like, a real I mean, it's fantastic for short films. If you're not on like a real movie set where like, basically if your camera doesn't have multiple SDI outputs, these are perfect for you. That's the bottom line. You know, like if you're not running like a cinema camera, it's chill. The other thing I've been thinking about is so with the R5C, I'm gonna have to accessorize it.
You have to.
I'm gonna have to get a little funky with it. I'm gonna buy a cage, buy a side handle, because after having a side handle, dude,
You'll buy another one, you think?
Yeah, because I want both of them rigged out.
Okay.
So I'll buy a cage, side handle, and the little platform thing that I got, and then I'll probably switch to V-mount batteries, which will be lit, because I want to shoot AK-60.
Yeah.
And
so you have to put it on the back.
Yeah, I gotta put it on the back, and then I was thinking, if I'm gonna shoot V-mount batteries, do you know what a Cineback is?
Yep,
bro.
That would look so nice.
Not even because it looks nice.
No, but it would look so
nice. Just
the
functionality of that thing, bro. I would have a beast on my hands. The only thing is, since I'd be using it as a photo camera a lot with taking landscapes, it would be kind of annoying because I'd have to like unbuild it or build it. So that's the only thing that would like sway me away from that. But a Cineback on that thing, dude.
That would be nice.
That would be so goated. Plus, this tripod setup, immaculate.
I just used it for like the first time.
I changed your life. He broke his tripod legs.
Well, they were Manfrotto legs too. Like I didn't think they were gonna like bust.
What?
Yeah.
How? What tripod?
Because I have the Manfrotto head now. So I took the head off of it.
Yeah, but what tripod was that? Did it only hold like 8 pounds?
I don't know, but it didn't work.
You probably overstretched it or something.
One of the bolts in the legs fell out and I lost it.
Oh, okay. See, this doesn't have that problem.
Yeah.
So this is I don't want to sponsor them, but I also do because they make a great product and it's dirt cheap. This is like the Jolly Cam tripod on Amazon. It's like $30, and it comes with a pan tilt head that's like decent, made of plastic, whatever. Then we slapped. Luke has his old Manfrotto head, but either way, it's the same. I got a newer head, and it is like a ball head. Dude,
goated.
Holds like 25 pounds.
I don't
literally
need anything else.
Yeah. Who on earth is a mirrorless in the world of mirrorless DSLRs needs something that holds? Also, we're out of time. More than 22 pounds.
Yeah.
So we're chilling, and it's like I use this thing literally every single day for like setup and teardown. Takes like under a minute.
Yeah.
Which I know all you fancy boys with your new like squeeze tripods that extend themselves. Whatever. We know you're rich. We know you can spend $1,000 on your tripod. But listen, some of us are out here trying to make an indie short film. So we're going to save our budget and put it into a good actor. So, all right, we'll be back after the break. All right.
And we're back.
My chair's like breaking like an Amazon Basics tripod.
It is. That's a great analogy. But I have a better analogy. How long do you think it'll be before like Apple or Samsung gets into like the mirrorless game?
Now that Sigma dropped that, bro. Okay. So here are my thoughts on the BF, and then we'll get into your question. So if you haven't seen the Sigma BF, 1, you're sleeping under a rock, and 2, it's kind of odd that you're listening to this podcast because what else are you doing other than looking at cameras online?
Okay, I found this on the web for when you're in a rock, and 2, check it out.
Oh, thanks, Siri. So the only grievance I have with that camera,
lack of SD card.
No, I don't care about that.
Seriously, it just
I do care. I do care about that. How are you gonna hold the dang thing, bro?
It's too slippery.
It doesn't have a handle.
Yeah.
It literally has like it's flat.
It would slip. It gives like Apple. What's their ear?
The AirPod Pro Maxes.
Yeah, I don't like how those look either. Like respectfully.
I mean, those aren't that bad. It's definitely an acquired taste.
Or the Vision Pros.
Okay, the Vision. Okay, I will say the only time I've ever seen the Vision Pros used well is editing, because you can plug them into your laptop and get the performance of your laptop on the Vision Pros and use them as a monitor. So you could like put your timeline over here.
That would be nice, actually.
That would be sick, but maybe not for $4,000 or whatever they cost. That's insane.
Surely it'll go down eventually.
Two things. After having a side handle, how on earth did I ever carry my camera around without it?
That's valid.
It feels so wrong, and like I can't believe I trusted myself to hold my
well,
camera
that's
like
actually
that.
been one of the things for me because with the new Steadicam rig that I run, I had to move the battery on top for balancing, and
Right.
so I can't have a side handle. And so, I mean, I probably could have a side handle, but like,
You could.
I would have to balance it so strangely. You know, I'd have to move the plate. So
Oh yeah,
weird.
no, you definitely would.
And so yeah, I had to move. Basically, I had to rearrange my whole setup. I got rid of my follow focus, which like you don't need on Steadicam. Really, what I do need is like an auto follow focus that like an A cam holds or whatever and controls it for you.
like
an auto
like
one.
a lidar. You could get a lidar thing, bro. Okay, we gotta stop spending money. We're
no,
actually
we're not going to,
addicted.
but like that will probably be like gear wise for short film of what we would need eventually would
first
be like that.
a first AC setup
Yeah.
with like a handheld monitor and
And
then
a follow focus.
follow focus.
Uh,
Well, wireless follow focus.
yeah, it would be tough.
Yeah, but like if I feel uncomfortable holding my camera now, how am I gonna hold the Samsung BF with or Sigma with literally no handle on it?
Yeah,
It's
like
literally
at least the Leicas have like a little bit of a groove,
like
but
a bump.
yeah.
Yeah.
but I think it might turn off.
No, it's fine.
Um,
We chilling.
But yeah, so that's one of my things. But I also like, they're such big technology companies. Like, why have they not entered into the camera making space?
Samsung is a big deal for camera users because their SSDs are so good,
Yeah,
which is why they could kind of merge into that path. Because think about how good the sensor would be on
tough.
Samsung cameras and the lenses on Apple cameras.
yeah, that
Dude,
would be tough.
That would be nuts. Like I just know Apple's lens design would be nutty, and then Samsung's like sensors, because everyone knows the like zoom on those things, like the digital zoom,
Digital zoom.
which is stupid. Like you should never do a digital zoom.
Even when I use an iPhone, I'm always at 1, 2, or 0.5. Like I don't.
Yeah,
go in
you
between
no,
because-
that would be whack.
Yeah.
I will say every once in a while I hit that 1.2 because it feels just so
Yeah.
right. But then again, you can always crop to that,
Yeah,
and yeah, you're on one tonight. I gotta say,
I am. I'm super ADHD tonight.
something's off.
It's been crazy. I'm also stressed about our short film because in theory, if we wanted to get it done in time, filming had to be done this Saturday to give me 5 days to edit before the deadline.
Right.
And it's not looking like that's gonna happen.
That's definitely not gonna happen. We don't have a finished script. We don't have actors.
That's what I'm saying. And so now it's like, okay, well, do I pivot and I just write a whole short film that doesn't need a single actor? Because I can do that, but like, I have to start over again.
And yet you say you don't want your first one to be bad.
It would be, but at least we get something entered and something on paper.
No, I don't care about that. Honestly, I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, if this is so bad, I might tell Luke not to put my name on it.
Yeah.
Like, I might be that embarrassed.
I mean, I will produce something I will never produce anything that's that bad. I wouldn't release something that bad.
What about your 30-minute airplane documentary?
That was decent for a 7th grader.
Oh, I haven't seen it, actually.
I was
I
like,
kind of need to watch
No,
it.
for a 7th grader, that was decent.
Should we have a watch party?
Maybe I'll have to find it,
You-
but
Shouldn't be that hard, right?
I don't think it's
Well.
on that drive. I think it's like lost in Google Drive somewhere.
Tough.
Um,
Oh, gosh.
but
What was I gonna say? You know who? One other thing that we've been saying a lot that we still haven't followed through on like the short film, getting the My Octopus Teacher guy on here.
yeah, I feel like we have to wait. Like, it's like
No, why would we wait?
until we have more credibility.
Credibility, schmedibility, dude. We're
I
in
don't
like the
know.
top, like 5% of podcasts.
Come on, top. Actually, valid.
So, there you go. What more credibility do we need?
Yeah, I think that's like people don't realize how many podcasts are started every day and then don't make
Yeah.
it past
Episode 6 or
6 or
7.
7, I think.
The other thing that I don't. Okay, Luke doesn't want me to talk about this. There's too many videographers.
Oh my god.
We've hit the limit.
Go on your rant.
We hit the limit. Okay, TikTok is enabling this body of Sony users that are just buying an A7 III and thinking they're good. And bro, like I don't want to be that guy, but it takes a lot more than that. Like it just I don't know. I just am wondering how long it'll be, like 2026. You know, during COVID, this is what I'll make it equivalent to. You know, during COVID, I just made my reflexes go. During COVID, everyone and their mom bought a bicycle.
Yeah.
Then, 2022, everyone sold their bicycles. Then there was a massive change in the bicycle market.
Yeah.
This is what I'm thinking will happen. Everyone and their mom is buying a Sony right now. Then they're all going to sell their Sonys next year.
Maybe. I don't know. The FX, everyone always, That's how I know like Sony's like doing something good at marketing, because my non-camera friends are like, oh my gosh, have you seen the FX3?
The FX3 doesn't even take photos.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, they're, oh my gosh, he shoots on FX3. That means he's good. I'm like, like
It doesn't. I mean, I know they shot like the creator and they shot some Severance on there and like whatever. So,
yeah,
your mama. I can shoot that on a Revel T3i with a kit lens.
literally.
Don't worry, bro.
Keeps turning off.
I'll take care of it. Calm down. Just focus on speaking.
Alright, now we're gonna lead you through a 10-minute meditative with Cort and
Honestly,
Luke.
you need that.
No, literally.
Bro, you're...
I think I need like a full body massage. I've never needed one of those in my whole life.
I will say, after all this week of... I was on the phone with like IT Apple support at Seagate for about 6 to 7 hours today. That'll do numbers on you.
That'll get you.
Like my back will never be the same. Just the amount of stress built up in the back of my neck.
Yeah, I was
If
running
s-
my Steadicam. I feel like my abs, I mean, they're fine now, but like in the moment, they were getting a
I
little
didn't know
warm.
you had abs.
I don't.
Is that a
but
thing?
They're somewhere down there.
They're growing now
Yeah.
with that Steadicam.
Honestly, yeah, screw working out, dude. Just go out and shoot on that every day. You're fine.
That is fair. I am wondering, like, are we actually going to end up writing a short film together?
I mean, I honestly think we probably will end up writing separate short films and we'll just like work for each other on their short films.
Because what I was thinking is, since you're having so much trouble, I can write the short films. And then you can just kind of like,
Until I get mine
yeah,
under my feet.
you can
Yeah.
just kind of hop along. Because I don't know what the holdup is. Haven't you written 2 now?
This is my third.
Your third? And none of them you think have been good at all.
No, they just need more time to develop.
I haven't
It's
even
because I think I've been putting myself so under the pressure of like this timeline that like I'm not letting myself. It's like my ADHD brain like can't think. Like that's what happens. Like deadlines to me. But the thing is, if it were to get to like the last possible second where I need to do it myself, I would write a banger. Like that's just like how my brain works, you know, with ADHD
But writing and doing for short films, very different.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Is like writing is like one of my strong suits. Like when I got into college, like English and writing,
Okay,
perfect.
I will
scores.
say we did go to a school where writing was literally like
Yeah.
so good that college.
I
would
got
be a
into
breeze for
college
anyone.
and college was not hard because high school was so
We were used to writing 10-page papers
literally
once a week.
literally on my is it your ACT on
Yeah.
on the writing and English section, I got 36s on both. Like
Yeah, I
perfect
think I
scores.
got a 35 on the writing
Oh.
portion.
Like it's just what comes naturally, and writing is something I love to do, and like I love working on like long like either papers or
But that's not
books.
even because we're good at writing. That's just because the school we went to.
Yeah.
The teachers were that good at English teaching.
And you'd also just have to be good at like creative writing, like just kind of like a thing, like
Yeah, but I feel like the average third grader can creatively write, you know? So that's what I've been channeling.
I don't really know about that. I
don't
would
know.
not say the average. I
Bro,
think
that's-
especially not today's third graders. Have you seen the
Oh,
state of
yeah, they can't
schools?
even read, dude.
Yeah.
Public school kids? Oh, my
They're
gosh.
toast.
Like, I think, what was it? Let's look up the reading level stats. Because this is a travesty.
it is.
Basically, people... Sorry, our TikTok comments are going off. It's making me so happy. Let's see. It's hard for me to Google and talk at the same time. Average reading level in America. Oh,
What?
54% of people are reading below a 6th grade level.
That's crazy. But the average American
Which-
is 7 to 8.
Yes, which is insane. Because when
Adults, dude.
I was a 2nd grader, a 3rd grader, I was reading at a 6th grade level for
Yeah.
sure.
Because that's what they had us on the AR points.
And
bro.
they had those fire books in our library, dude.
Yeah.
People underestimate the importance of a library because I mean, reading shaped your entire life.
I was so invested in that library. Like the librarian would come to me and Graham and ask us like, "Oh, do you think we should put these books in or not?" And we would read them and like give our advice.
No way.
Like I was one of the reasons that one of the Percy Jackson books like in the 2nd series didn't get added to the Preston Library because I was like, this is inappropriate.
I wanted to read that book.
Yeah,
Jerk.
It's probably my
I'm
fault.
just kidding.
It was, looking back now, it was not that bad, but I was like, it's inappropriate.
You're like, he took a pin and cut some guy's head off, so
Cannot have that.
not okay. Yeah, I don't know. That's my thing with like AI. You can't get around writing, no matter what you do.
That's what I'm saying. Also, like everything that I've done with the short film so far has been completely AI free. That's just something that I made in my head. I was like, I will not
Well,
don't even for
duh.
outlines. I was like, I don't want anything. I want it to like
Yeah.
be completely original. And yeah, that's been
The only thing I did use AI to tell me if something was a scene heading or not, because
Yeah.
I couldn't figure it out. I was like, "Hey, tell me if this is like." I couldn't figure out. Basically, screenwriting, like people go to school for it, and there's a reason for it because
For real.
it's
It's a format.
it's
It's like APA, MLA, but its
yeah.
own thing.
It's kind of hard, but also not that hard, but also hard at the same time. And so I couldn't figure out what was the scene heading and what was like a shot or like a transition.
Yeah.
And so I had to I used ChatGPT for that
How often do you like put like what you want the camera shot to be?
every time.
Really?
Yeah, are you kidding me?
Because like sometimes I want like 3 shots, but I want to put like shot.
Oh no. I'm writing everything down. Literally
Really?
every single thing. Like if it happens on the screen.
So you're not leaving the editor any room.
No, what?
You're not gonna give them the editor any like.
No.
Why?
The editor, it's my story.
Yeah, but that's like 2 different jobs in Hollywood. The director doesn't edit the film together. They get to choose like when they cut.
Bro, what? The director's in the editing, like in charge of telling the story.
Yeah, but like I guarantee you, the director's not like. And I mean, I'm sure there's some moments where like I want it to look exactly like this, but there's other moments where it's like, like let the team do their thing.
Nah.
100%.
No, dude. That's not happening.
Let's get a director on. Tell me I'm wrong.
This is my like when I'm writing a screenplay, literally every single thing that happens in the screen on the screen is in that thing.
I just don't know about that.
Everything.
I mean, yeah, sure, that might be your process. But I don't think that's
Now-
the average director's
Now,
process.
if it wants, well, directors and screenwriting is completely different.
Well, you're doing both, so.
I know, but the thing is, if something needs to change,
The thing is,
Cool.
if you just want to be a screenwriter, you don't get any say. The director, like in what's going on.
well, yeah, but
The director can change your script at any moment.
yeah, exactly. And here's the thing. My point is, literally everything is going in that screenwriting thing. If something needs to change, it changes.
See, I completely disagree. And like, so for lines of like, there's lines like I'm not gonna be like delivers the line dryly or like sarcastically. Like I'm gonna let the
Oh,
actors.
I do that.
I'm letting the actors act. I'm not gonna be like.
well, okay,
I
I don't do it every single time, but if it's like clearly like, oh, if this isn't sarcastic, it doesn't make
I
sense.
do for like clear moments, yeah. But like in general, like I usually don't put any parentheticals of like how I want anything delivered. I'm like, do what you want,
Bro, I've read so many plays for theater that like I just follow that exact format.
Yeah.
If there would be a parenthetical in the script during a play, I'm copying the exact
See,
same
but I
format.
think movie play that's so different from like a playwright and a screenwrite. Like,
But that I think that's what we need to get back to as short film people is that old, the rule of like 24-hour. The whole story takes place in 24 hours, happens in one location, set group of characters.
I just feel like you have to leave. Like I was just watching Matthew McConaughey an interview with him, and he was in He is the one in Interstellar,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
in the scene where he sees like his kids for the first time, and they were saying like the scene they got taken is actually the first time he ever acted in it, and like they literally the director came in and gave him. He said he gave me no instructions. He didn't even know the script. All he did was just play the video. 'Cause he
That
just wanted raw reaction.
is also Matthew McConaughey.
I'm just like
Bro,
sometimes you gotta leave room for
we're-
actor. Let the actors act.
But we don't have actors. The actors you were looking at having are not actors. No, they're not.
They're like bottom tier. They would call themselves actors.
No, they wouldn't. They would call themselves what they are, which is
Teachers.
Bro, like, no. So my other thing is, I don't think you've dove into dialogue enough. Dialogue is literally so specific. I never understood why
You want to cut out as much as you can.
Yes.
Yeah.
And those words, you have to say those words
Yeah.
because they mean something completely different.
Yes. No, I do agree with that.
Like, I am so, like, on my dialogue stuff now, I am literally so anal about it because if it's said, like, wrong, like, I'm paring down that audio so much that it's not
Yeah.
even funny.
Yeah.
Like, there's no room for interpretation.
And that's one of the other things that's held up my current short film is writing comedy. Because like I'm not a naturally hilarious person. I'm gonna be honest. Like I every now and then I get a good joke, and it's because I had time to sit there and like think about it. And so like
That's sad.
when I'm writing like a witty character, I'm like it takes me a second to like get into the mind of that character. Like oh, this is like quick with it, you know?
Yeah. So how I do it, I do it backwards. So I don't write witty. I write just the worst filler dialogue ever. I go back and change one line at a time. Like I have already written 11 versions of my script. that.
See, that's probably what my mistake is. I'm not grinding through it. I'm still in version 1 because I'm going inch by inch
Nope,
by inch.
nope.
by
You
inch.
gotta. So I literally wipe every time I open the document. Wipe, new version. Wipe, new version. Like even so, like I'll have a writing session. If I get up to go like make a sandwich, I come back, new version. So that's my process. That way I can go back and look like, okay, this is how this evolved. And then the most important thing that I'm doing is I'll have the original PDF of my very first writing session. So when I write, I just do like exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, conclusion, or whatever those 6 things are or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll write exposition, this, rising action, this, climax, this, falling action, this, resolution, this. And then I leave that.
So, like, would you go into, on your, if just screenwriting, would you, like, go into the detail of, like, I want you to use this lens in it, or no? You'd leave that completely out?
No. But, like, when it comes to storyboarding, yeah. So, like, I have been drawing out, like, some frames, which that is the most rigorous part for me, is drawing out each frame and being like, okay, this is what I want this scene to look like. This is what I like. It's so hard. And I don't have an iPad. So I can do it on paper.
Hand,
yeah. But it's really hard. So whenever I sent off my script to a guy to format it and help me with my dialogue a little bit, because he's just worked with a couple scripts now and like he knows what he's doing, I sent him the original PDF because I'm like, okay, despite how much I might have messed up this document in the 11 versions before I send it to you, here's the original PDF of what I was thinking when I first sat down and wrote this piece.
Okay, last question before we get out of here. How long do you think needs to be in between like a movie before like a remake? Like how many years? So say like like a remake of the same movie.
Like 3 years.
That's it?
4 years.
So like if I wanted to go,
needs to be,
or like is a good amount?
Yeah, 4 years, 5 years, 3 years.
I think that's way too soon, dude. Like so like you think it'd be okay to go remake the Hunger Games movies right now?
Remake.
Yeah.
I thought you meant a sequel.
No.
Oh, dude.
I was like, that's crazy.
Like 17 years
yeah, I feel like it's like,
or like 15.
because I was thinking about, like they're talking about redoing the Harry Potter movies or making it into a TV show.
Oh no!
And I'm like, it seems too soon to me.
dude, why would they even try and touch that animal?
Well, they're doing a TV show. They're casted it and everything. And I'm like, I don't know.
Ugh.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I thought you meant sequels.
No.
Which 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
I was like,
it could
why
be
are you?
sooner, honestly.
Why are you giving me?
Yeah. The Batman
about-
sequel isn't coming out until 2026. Like, or what are we doing? It's been so long. I guess it hasn't been so long, but like that will have been long.
The Batman sequel?
Like the Batman movie, like called The Batman with Patterson.
It's not that far away.
But I was
Dude,
like,
I mean, when it comes to stuff that is that rigorous, you kind of gotta have it be good.
I guess.
Like, I'm fully ready for Severance season 3 to come out in 2.5, 3 years minimum.
Like the reason I brought that up though is like movies that I think are due for a remake, the Narnia movies. I think they could be really good.
Okay, listen, Greta Gerwig, you are amazing because you are really good at making each movie its own thing. So like your directorial style is formed out of the story. It's not you're taking Greta Gerwig and putting it into Barbie or whatever. You're taking Barbie and putting it into Greta Gerwig. That's what makes it good.
Yeah.
I've heard rumors that Narnia, she's not going to do that, which I am horrified of. Now, if you've done what you've proven yourself to do in the past, 5, 6
Wait,
movies.
are they remaking them?
They're making a TV show.
Narnia?
On Netflix.
You're kidding. I didn't even know about this.
Yeah. Oh, this is great that you brought this up. So if you do what you have done for your past 5 or 6 movies or whatever you've done, where you have literally nailed it, you've taken the Little Women, put it into yourself, and literally embodied it so hard that you push out the perfect creation. If you do that with Narnia, golden. You're golden. But if you take it and do this like counterculture, not about God stuff,
Nope.
get out.
It's literally C.S. Lewis. Like, come on.
Get out. Like, bro wrote Mere Christianity.
Yeah.
So, what are we doing?
Like, what are we even doing at that point?
Like, okay. I have never had more respect for... Okay, that's not true, actually. My top 2 women in the film industry that I have respect for is Greta Gerwig, and I don't know her name. I forgot her name. Female cinematographer is Severance.
I don't know.
This is how sexist cinematography has gotten. Is everyone and their mom was like, "Oh, I wonder what guy shot Severance." No, it was a girl, and she crushed it, and bro bodied it, and all the lenses are out, and you did such a good job when there are videos on the internet of a breakdown of what camera and lens you used that are just by fans.
Yeah.
That's when you know you did a good job. And we're going to close with that.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's been this week's episode. We'll be
Luke,
back
bro,
to you next
Luke is
week
so tired.
with a better one.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But at least this will be enjoyable for my mom, who never really knows what we're talking about.
Nice.
So that'll be a plus.
Come on.
See ya.